everybody. Welcome into the Hamco Live Hot Ticket, your favorite podcast. By God, we're doing it. My name's Josh Cecil. I'm your host. With me, as always, he is a global icon and a national treasure. Please say hello to Tyler Mechem. Tyler, how you doing?
Great morning, boys.
We got special guest in studio today. Very exciting. From Round Table Recording Company.
Yes.
Travis Cold Cut Moore.
Yes.
Travis, hello. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And of course, over there behind Video Village, we've got producer Chris. Producer Chris, how you doing?
Wonderful.
Absolutely. Remember, Video Village brought to you by lmproducts.com, makers of fine leather goods in Anderson, Indiana since 1975. You can use code HAMCO at checkout to get 25% off your order at lmproducts.com. They make leather guitar straps, regular guitar straps. I guess it'd be fabric guitar straps, bags, toothpick holders,
Wallets. Yep.
Shoes.
No shoes.
No shoes. Not a haberdashery. Is that shoe or is that hat?
I think a haberdashery, isn't that just when you have a whole bunch of random stuff?
Oh, I don't know. I thought it was specific. Travis?
It's a hattery.
Hattery?
A hatter? Oh, that's why they call it the Mad Hatter.
I think so.
Oh, I thought, what's a shoemaker?
Cobbler.
Yeah, I thought that was a pie maker. Anyways, well, it's a little early in the podcast to get sidetracked, but we did it. We managed to figure it out.
Record.
Yeah. Weekends. How was your weekend? Tyler, let's start with you. You said you had a story.
Man, I had a great weekend. This is 2 weekends in a row. Okay, so I even brought a prop.
You got a prop?
Yeah, I'll get to it. So
who are you, Carrot Top?
I went to Nashville, Tennessee to visit my grandparents.
Right, yeah.
And that was a great visit. And on the way back, my significant other and I wanted to go to a knife store way out in the middle of Kentucky.
Is it like one of those where they always have billboards on the...
Yeah.
Okay.
I did see the world's largest pocket knife, but they were closed, unfortunately.
Is it really a pocket knife if it's...
It looked like it had a folding mechanism in it, so I'll give it...
But it won't fit in your pocket. Wouldn't that just be a knife?
Not my pocket, but on the way there, we're in like middle of rural Kentucky on the Dixie Highway.
Okay.
And we see a sign for flea market. I'm like, I got to go to that flea market. And so we pull off the road, and it's like your quintessential rural flea market. I mean, they had like pheasants and hens and roosters, lots of cocks, like any kind of cock you could want at this flea market.
Okay.
And then all these different...
What about a peacock?
Didn't see one.
Okay.
Didn't
Said
get to
all
that
the
section.
cocks.
Yeah.
Well, it had to be there.
Yeah.
And they had a guy selling like used old baseball gloves.
Oh, boy.
And I was wearing my Stephen Wilson Jr. shirt, and I'm walking by. He goes, "Ain't a lot of boys named Gary these days." I was like, yeah. So I made friends with him.
Nice.
And then I get to the pièce de résistance of this flea market.
Oh, boy. Here comes the prop. He's digging through what appears to be a trash bag.
Oh, my.
No. Okay, here we go.
Ready?
Let's get it on screen.
Oh, my gosh.
Is that a bear?
I think it's a dinosaur.
I don't think it's a dinosaur.
It's one of the smaller breeds.
It looks like a dinosaur.
You think that's like a raptor?
Yeah, it's a baby raptor.
Let's set that there. Yeah. That looks real nice.
Guess what I got this for?
I would guess 200-300, somewhere in there.
That's what I thought. Travis?
$8.
Shut up.
I mean, you're off the Dixie Highway.
I'm telling you what I would pay for it. I would pay upwards of $300.
I was ready to drop 50 bones.
Sure. Because it's a skeleton.
I talked him down from $20 to $15
Wow.
for this.
For
$15 for a raptor skull. Yeah.
Man. Look at that.
I think there's a wasp's nest
those-
inside it.
Those teeth are loose. I think you're right. Yeah, right here.
Oh, my
I see
gosh.
it. Oh,
If we get attacked on this podcast by
man, look at that.
a plague of wasps,
Look,
don't mess with the teeth.
Yeah.
well,
It's an artifact.
this side over here appears to have some cavities. This side's clean, so he's
Oh, he's a right
obviously
side.
a right side chewer. Yeah.
Make a necklace out of it.
Classic. Oh,
classic paleo chewing pattern.
Oh, there's something in there too.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, that's exciting. Man.
It was a highlight, man. It was great.
That over there.
He's probably like, we finally sold it.
Yeah.
Some sucker.
Yeah. I've been trying to sell this thing for $8 all month.
Yeah.
When I was in, I was probably 5th or 6th grade, somewhere like that. My buddy lived kind of out by some woods. And one day, like a group of us went out and we'd always like just bum around in the woods or whatever. And we come across a cattle skull. And my buddy Chris rolls down his sleeve, picks the skull up, and we carry it home.
That's awesome.
And then, my other buddy's mom like freaked out when we brought it home, like full of disease or whatever.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I thought you were going to say a human body. Like, we found remains in the woods.
Like Stand By Me. No.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's great. You think he hunted that or he found it, like my friend?
He told me he killed it with an ink pen.
An ink pen?
Yeah.
Well, I have heard that the pen is mightier than the sword. So that checks out.
Yeah.
What an eventful weekend for you.
Yeah, it was great.
Travis?
Beat that, guest.
Yeah.
Right?
Do you have any props?
Sorry, there was a bug crawling in that.
Are you serious?
No, I don't have any. I don't have any cool props like that. My weekend was busy as always, but somehow my kids didn't have sports. But then we were watching other kids that have sports, so I still ended up at.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
your kids were not participating in the sport, but you still went to a kid sporting event.
Yeah, we were watching like our friends' kids. There's look at that thing. But yeah, right. So I ended up at baseball for a couple hours, and so yeah, and then basketball season just finished for my youngest, and then now baseball. So there's baseball tournaments. We'll spend our entire.
Are you at NYB or Babe Ruth, or were you?
Mustangs. So
travel?
It's travel. It's a round tripper. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. So that starts this weekend. But actually, I'm actually going to be in Florida. So
what are you doing in Florida?
My dad's turning 70, so my brother and I are
fun
surprising him and showing up at a bar wearing shirts that I made of him, and we're going to bring out a bunch of shots and say, "You're 70. Let's drink."
70 shots. Line them up.
70 shots. So yeah,
interesting. Well,
how about you?
Yeah, how was your weekend?
I had to bartend. Well, first of all, we should mention we played Thursday night at Sid's.
Oh yeah, tracksuit.
Past Thursday, we had a tracksuit takeover. Huge hit. Lots of tracksuits.
Saw a picture.
Yeah. Very successful. Great turnout. Thank you to everybody who came out for that. So that was a lot of fun. And then Friday, I had to bartend. I was working at Beer Brewery here in Noblesville. Saturday, I had off, and I stopped by Primeval. Our friends Hill and Oaks were playing. Cool. They gave us a nice shout out. Gave Hamco a nice shout out. Zach Hill was hilarious, as always. Interestingly, I went by myself, and I was going to do some work. So I took my laptop. It was like 7 o'clock at night, and I'm a nerd.
Dork.
I'm building a little website to like help me manage my ADHD. Mm-hmm. So obviously I went to a bar to do that and
got distracted.
But I sit down next to this this couple. They're on one side of like the picnic table or whatever. And Zach Hill from Hill and Oaks gave a shout out to Hamco Live. Something like, "Hey, get out your phone and go to hamcolive.com or whatever." And I see this guy do that.
Oh, cool.
I'm like, "Oh, did you go to Hamco Live?" He's like, "Yeah, it's really cool." And it shows me. And I was like, "That's me. I built that." I was like, "Oh, that's cool." So he was with like the fire department in Fishers, and they're doing he's got like a side company where they take old fire hoses and they build American flags out of them. And they sell them to like bars or whatever. Or maybe they give them away. I don't really know. But they're doing a concert at Federal Hill, and we're going to, help promote that, obviously.
Cool. You should hook me up with him. I could make guitar straps out of the old fire hoses.
I will do that.
That'd be kind of cool.
Well, so it's funny. He was like, he started going down the path of a firefighter and started talking about what he does. Like, I know exactly what you do. I used to work for Cease Garrig, and we did a bunch of we did a bunch of like PR work for them. So I knew. But that was fun. So that was my Saturday, and then Sunday I had to bartend again. It was a beautiful day. Sunday was weird, man. Like it went from, like I was hot bartending. I went in at 2. Yeah, I went in at 2, and it was like hot, and I was sweating. And then by 5:30, it was like,
oh yeah, it's
what in the world? It was cold.
Could be your menopause.
Could be, yeah. I could be premenopausal.
Yeah,
I think you're right.
Yeah, you're perimenopausal.
Yeah, menopause.
Menopause. I love that.
There you go.
But I also wanted to talk about this. So last night, Ginger and I, my beautiful fiance Ginger, we went to, it was our date night. So we went out to the Westfield Collective. Have you guys heard of this? Mm-hmm. So out by Grand Park it's called the Westfield Collective. It's like soft open right now. I think their grand opening is April, I don't know, something. But there's still like bulldozers and stuff in the parking lot or whatever. But they're up and running and functioning. It's like kind of like the Food Garage in downtown Indy. So it's like a big space, and then there's, I don't know, 4 or 5 different stalls. So this one's like a taco place here, and this one's a pizza. And I think they had like a bowl, just sort of Asian, and then like a chicken place, and ice cream, and 3 bars, and huge screens and everything. It was packed, but you could tell they've got a few kinks to iron out still, but that's cool.
It's a good place to take a family because, like, the kids never want to eat the same thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was fun. But then we stopped by Four Fingers Distillery on the way home, and they have like an open mic on Tuesday nights.
Oh, yeah. Natalie, Mark runs that. Yeah, and Chris.
And Chris, yeah. And they do a great job. Like, sat around, me and Ginger played some cards and listened to some music. And it's really good. It's a great joint, really great open mic. And if you're in Westfield on Tuesdays, go check that out because that's a really good show. Chris and Natalie do a great job with that. And a lot of good talent, too. So I haven't done an open mic. Man, I've done one open mic at Primeval since I kind of started to get back into music.
Since you turned pro? You don't need to do those anymore. You made it.
You're right. I was at Sid's last Thursday. So, yeah, I get my once-a-month gig.
So, listen, I missed out on a fun kind of experience like that. When I was in Nashville, I was...
This past weekend?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were like, let's go, down on Broadway Friday night and let's just go out. But it was 7:30 and we were tired. So we didn't go. And Casey Musgraves ended up at Robert's Western World.
Has Ronnie done?
Yeah. I would have been there.
Oh, that'd have been awesome.
Yeah. Oh, one funny tidbit from my weekend too. I forgot. I never have great weekends, so I got to throw this in there. I got a Verbo, and I get my check-in number to get into the door, and I press it in, open the door, and a dog comes barking up, running up to the door. And as I'm shutting the door so this dog doesn't attack me, I see all these people's belongings in there, and they double booked it or something. But it was the most jarring experience when you expect to open, when you're at Verba, you fling open the door and you see this nice place you're going to stay at. No, little doggy was not having it.
So what'd you do?
I didn't hear back from him till midnight. Luckily, I just stayed with my grandparents.
Oh.
No, they have 2 condos. They have 2 condos, so I stayed at.
That is lucky.
Yeah, I know.
I did this once. We were coming back from Tennessee. Yeah, we went hiking in Tennessee. And I think we were just tired. I can't remember. But we found like an old motel, like
nice
roadside motel kind of situation. Go in. It's like $40 or whatever. Get the key. Go to a room. Insert the key. Open the door. There's a guy sitting on the edge of the bed.
Awkward for everybody.
Yeah. Say, you don't have to put your pants on for us, sir. That's fine.
We'll sleep on the other side.
It did have a vibrating bed, actually. Yeah.
All right, that's the weekend.
That's the weekend. Hey guys, Cecil here, driving away from the podcast here in my car. I want to jump in real quick just to encourage you to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and tell your friends and your family and heck, your enemies. Why not? to subscribe, trying to get that subscriber count up. And remember, if we get 1,000 subscribers, we will reveal producer Chris's face. Anyways, back to the show. Travis, let's go to you.
Yeah.
What do we need to know about Travis? Let's talk about Cold Cut. Where'd that come from?
Okay.
Tell me a little bit about your career first.
Yeah.
I know a little bit about you, but like break it down for me.
Okay. Yeah. So I've been doing music for 25 years. Music producer, engineer. Started out just as a fan of music growing up. And, I played sports in high school and then realized that I wasn't going to make it to the NBA or the NFL.
Sure. Where'd you go to high school?
I went to, I'm from an hour north Marion area. So I went to a small farm town school called Oak Hill.
Okay.
And I think I had like 98 in my graduating class. So I knew everybody, that's just small town. But just something grabbed a hold of me when I was younger, music and specifically hip hop, which seems...
Well, that's big in the Oak Hill community.
I know. No, because we had like farm day where kids like drove tractors to school and all that, So no, I mean, it was something to where it's just like it somehow it grabbed a hold of me and so I really just enjoyed it and realized that like this is maybe something I would want to do with my life, And so my senior year, I stopped, playing sports and kind of focused on music. And the first thing I did was like, I bought turntables. I've never even seen them in real life. And I bought
two turntables and a microphone?
And a microphone, yes. And a PA system. And I taught myself how to scratch and how to basically DJ. And so I started mobile DJing as a senior in high school. And so then I was getting paid to do a lot of the dances, the high school dances. I even did some weddings, which is kind of awkward, but, and then like, it just kind of started my, entrepreneur spirit of like, there was one time our school canceled a dance and I was like, well, I'll just rent a gym and I'll throw our own. And I can invite, kids from multiple schools.
Yeah.
And I could charge admission. So like I did that and, burnt CDs and made my own mixtapes and sold those. And
cool.
That kind of started it all out for me. And then at some point, I got tired of playing other people's music and I wanted to create my own. And that's when I was actually doing I was DJing a wedding and the guy I was DJing for was, had produced and I, at that time, the only thing I had done was, and this is late 90s, early 2000s. So they did have software, but it was nothing, like it is today. And the only thing I was using was just like this loop software. Mm-hmm. And he was like, you got to get like an actual like hardware beat machine. And I was like, oh yeah, I've never done that. So him and I went to Sweetwater. And this is when they were at their original building in Fort Wayne. Before it's nothing like it is today. Uh-huh. And so we looked at some of the drum machines they had there, and then I eventually got my first drum machine. And it was a Roland 307 Groove Box. And so it was part of the, the series of like, everybody's heard of the 808, right? Mm-hmm. So then they started doing a bunch of Groove Box series. And so that's what kind of started it. And then I'll kind of speed it up. Then I went to Full Sail University in Winter Park or Orlando, Florida. And when I went, it was, got a recording arts degree. And at the time, they kind of made fun of us that were into like production. They called us, just want to make fat beats, like, PHAT beats, which is very interesting because years later, I would say probably 10 years after I graduated, 10 years, they had me come back and did an interview on me and basically had me talk to all the students that now they want to make beats for a living. Yeah. And so how do you make beats for a living? What does that mean? And so then it was just very ironic because then they were having back as an alumni to talk to students. So I've done that several times from that university. But
now, when you say make beats for a living, What does that mean?
So that means
Are you talking about the living part or?
I can barely make anything for a living.
That means
What do you-
that means
what's that mean?
composing music. Let's just break it down. Like composing music, and selling that music to an artist, or later I started writing for national television. So all the good, the bad, the ugly of reality television. My music's on it almost every day. So that's what it means to like make beats for a living. Whether I'm like making music by myself and it has a purpose and it's it's formatted to where it stands on its own without any lyrics, or it's formatted to where it's like I'm making it for you, and then we have a
So like a, sorry if this is offensive, is like a backing track kind of thing.
Yeah, but think of hip hop, right? Think of pop or hip hop, right?
Okay.
And it's the music. It is
Right.
the music. Beats, it's the music. It's everything. It's
So
not.
someone will like buy the rights to something you've produced,
Yeah.
and then put lyrics over
Correct.
top of it.
Correct. Or we we.
So it's not like I think of like songwriting as,
Well, there's
here's this complete song.
there's
that I
music.
have,
There's
you want to
music and
record it.
lyric. There's music and lyrics.
Okay.
So a lot of people come to me now, and throughout the years, and they just have an idea of lyrics, and they have no music and no way to create the music. So then I'll literally take it from, if it's just a voice memo, or you come to me and you're playing, if you do play an instrument, and then I'll build everything around it. And so that's and so it started out making beats, but I don't really use that term anymore. I just make music and make songs, because producing in the real sense of the word is not even you don't even have to physically compose. It's just like if you come in and I'm doing your record and they say it's a full band, I'm the shot caller that's making the decisions on even like, guitar tones and what the overall feel and vibe of this record is. I'm also the one saying, that sucks, do it again. Or, we need something different for this lyric. That's what producing, from conception to completion is, right? But yeah, it started out just like I was making beats, and like rappers would come on and rap on them. So yeah.
That's like kind of wild to me. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I've never had lyrics without music. Like,
Yeah.
I can't separate them.
No, I haven't either, but I like that idea.
Yeah.
It'd be fun to try it because it's so foreign to me.
Yeah.
See, that's how
I couldn't even, I don't
That's
even know
how
how
I
I could write lyrics without music.
That's how I started though, because I think like I'm not a lyric writer, right? So like making music to me was at first was myself and a metronome.
Yeah.
So it's like, I didn't start by like playing guitar. Like I don't play guitar. I didn't do tabs or anything like that, playing other people's music.
Yeah.
I made my own. So just to a metronome. So I learned how to, play to the click, and learned how to program drums, and then learned how to program, the bass line, and then, the keys and the counter melody and all of those things. And then eventually build that into like, well, I wrote a full song that literally you write to it. You know what I mean? And then nowadays, and that's how I started out. Nowadays, it's like if you were coming in and say we were doing a pop record that I was going to produce. And
Well, let me give you a scenario then.
Go ahead.
So I've been working on an album for 3 years now.
Can you finish it for the love of God?
Please.
I don't care what it sounds like. Call it done. Mercy.
But I've got like all these parts written and like in various stages of completion. Let's say I bring in 12 tracks.
Mm-hmm.
What do we do with that? If I bring it to roundtable recording, what do we do with it?
Well, the first thing
What does that look like? Because I bet there's a lot of
Yeah.
musicians that listen that are probably something similar.
Yeah, for sure. So I would say a great example, when we last year Roundtable was at the Front Porch Festival, and we met a lot of local musicians because they put us in the beer tent, which was awesome. So we had the beer. And
Yes, I saw you there several times.
Yeah, I know. So everybody came to us, which was great. But we've now worked with several of those musicians that have came to the studio, and some of them have a full band. Some don't. Some were just like singer-songwriter acoustic. And So the first thing I would do is establish, what type of project is this? Is this something that you're coming in full band, everything's produced, ready to roll, everybody has their parts? Or is this something that like you're playing it to me in acoustic, but you hear it as a full blown out production? So for your record specifically, if you came in and played me the demos and you're like, here's what I want it to be, and we would listen to references. I really like how this band, or I really like this song or this production. We listen to that, and then we decide, okay, there's certain levels of production that we do, custom production, and we decide what level that's going to be. And then once we make that decision, then we sit down and we have a very, efficient pre-production meeting, and we listen. And when we listen to the songs, we write down kind of like what instrumentation do we want that's not there?
Right.
What do we feel? And then the next step is that I feel like you're.
No, my gears are going.
Okay. Then I thought you wanted to laugh over there. But the next step is then when we go into production, that stuff is already decided. So now it's a matter of creating that, whether I'm creating it, whether I've hired players to create it. And that's the great thing. Now it's like when I started out, it was just me and I had to play everything. I don't care if I play anything now. Like I have the best of the best players on every instrument. So I'm basically like the point man. I'm the shot caller. I'm Halliburton facilitating, right? So that's what I love in my job. It's like I'm finding, and I have the best. So it's like if you're like, there's this guitar part, but I can't play it, but I hear it. I'm like, I got the player.
Okay.
If there's a sax, if there's a trumpet, if there's a whole, horn section, if we need a string section, all of those things. And that's what I love about my job. And yes, it started out as hip hop, but I do everything. Like I'm getting ready to do a country record. That's very like,
can you say who it's with?
It's nobody. It's
sure.
Yeah.
They might be someone who's popped up on the calendar or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, this artist is actually in Kentucky.
Oh, okay.
But great, like singer-songwriter, writes all his own stuff.
So you got people coming up from Kentucky.
Yeah. Yeah. And I used to, when I first started, or not first started.
Because you're in Broad Ripple.
We're in Broad Ripple,
everybody knows. Yeah.
Yeah. I did a lot of records. I had a lot of Nashville people coming to me. And then right around that time, this was like 2015, 2016, I did tons of records in Nashville and then out of Nashville. But and they came to me. Guys like Jelly Roll that we now know. I did a bunch of records with him, a bunch of songs. Yeah, Jelly Roll. Yeah.
Humble brag.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice pull.
Buried the lead there.
Sorry.
How did that work? I mean, he wasn't.
Yeah, so it worked like this. He was coming into town and he was playing the Emerson Theater. And I got to know his management when he came into town. I was also the guy that would connect the artists that would come into town with people that would pay them to jump on their songs. So Jelly Roll would come into town, play the Emerson, and either the night before or the night after, he would come to the studio, and for $500,
what a deal!
He would do a chorus and a verse on your song.
Do you think you could get Jelly Roll to come play the Homegrown Music Festival for $500?
No.
Okay.
What about the podcast?
What about the podcast?
But
you've done this, like, I remember kind of looking through the highlights of people that have recorded at Roundtable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's some fairly big names. Like, throw some out. Just go ahead.
Yeah. So at Roundtable, I would say probably the biggest artist that we've had so far, and we've only, been in business a little over 5 years. We had Jack Harlow there, and he did his records, I don't know, about 2 records ago maybe, but it had a lot of, it had like First Class, a lot of the big hits on it. That record's now, I think, multi-platinum. And so we have, we do have like a plaque there, and we're due, like, I think we can get a multi-platinum plaque. We can get we can get a gold plaque. But what people don't realize about the plaques is we have to pay for them. They don't just give it to us.
Yeah.
And so that's, it's like, doesn't make sense budget wise, but we've had another, this is more in the rap world, a guy named Pooh Shiesty, which was multi-platinum and then went to prison and then just got out of prison. But through the years, a lot of the people I grew up listening to, I got to work with. Snoop was one of them. It was that was a really fun experience.
Is that a kind of thing where like when they're in town, they are looking for a place to I have a show in town.
Yes.
Hey, can I stop in and record?
Yes,
kind of thing?
Yes and no. So like for Jack Harlow, it was he's obviously from Louisville, from Kentucky. He was on a kind of a full nationwide tour, and Indy was was on his way home. And so they kind of it was like a 12-hour session, and they literally in half of the session they went bowling and they came back. You know what I mean? So it was just one of those things. And he traveled with his whole entire crew, his own engineer, and so like that day I was just kind of playing studio manager, helping him set everything up. But like with Snoop, he came into town, was doing his Coach Snoop thing that he had football thing that he had on like ESPN. I forget what network it was for. So like I didn't actually get to record him rapping, but we did got to record him, and then I was just standing there when he was partaking in his marijuana and
what?
Yeah. I know.
Hold up.
Hang on. I think that's illegal.
Did you tell him? Not in this state, buddy.
We got rules.
The funny thing is we were contemplating at the time, and this is pre-roundtable, but we were contemplating should we allow him to smoke in the studio, and then he walked in with it lit, and
I guess
asked for an ashtray.
At least he was courteous.
But yeah, no, I'm just standing there, and it's the end of the session. And he doesn't say anything, but he does this to me. So,
he says okay, like hey, we're okay.
Yeah,
got it.
He did the okay sign, and I did the okay sign back, and but yeah, and then I would say probably my favorite session. You guys were laughing about sessions the other day in the text. I'm so like desensitized from it. I'm just thinking, everybody's in the recording world. It's a recording session.
We were not referring to recording sessions.
No.
When we were talking about sessions.
Leave us any room for a joke, and we'll take it.
Probably.
Yeah, you both took it. But my favorite one was working with DMX. And
was that rough?
It was awesome. A rough rider. Yeah, he was everything I thought he was and more. Very intense. Was pretty much over my shoulder the whole time. And one thing, he came up to me and he wanted me to place this like gunshot sound in the song, but he was like literally on top of me. He was like right here, and he was like, "No, I want it like blah blah." And I put it on there, and it'd be like, he'd be like, "No." And he's right on top of me.
Oh, it's intense.
It was intense, but it was amazing and awesome at the same time. I'm freaking out, and I'm like, this is awesome. Because when I got my license, like the first thing I was rocking was DMX, So like, it was just like a dream come true to work with him. So like, yeah, like he's kind of like, very brash and like kind of giving it to me in the session. But I'm like loving it. So I'm not like oh my gosh, he's hurt my feelings. Because there was one time in the session, like a lot of times when you're recording people, they, especially all walks of life, they're not just going to be like, "Hey Travis, I messed up. Can we run that back and record it again?" No. You got to like find the cues of like what that means, right? And it's in every different way. So like I'm recording, and I stop because I think he wants to stop. He's like, "No, this is where the magic happens." I'm like, okay. So I actually happen to be
pretty good DMX.
I happen to be recording. This is where the magic happens. And after I stop recording, then I quickly record again because it was punching in. And recorded that, and so then that made the beginning of the record.
Nice.
Oh, cool. And you're like, "That's how the magic happens."
Yeah.
You walked right into my trap, DMX.
Got him.
So yeah, a lot of fun stories like that. But I love what I do. I have been blessed to to do it for a long time. And, short on Roundtable is like, that was my dream. It's my dream to have that facility and place and to be a hub for musicians, and to have a place that, when I was traveling like to the major music cities and was working in some of the bigger studios, I wanted to have a place like that here.
Yeah.
Because where I was working at was just straight 90s drab, and it just, everything hadn't been updated in years. And I wanted something that was inspiring to everybody that not only walked in as an artist, but like us that worked there every day. That's why, like, two of the control rooms have natural light, because worked in studios my whole adult life, and you don't even know what time it is. And it's little things like that for your mental, of like
your circadian rhythm.
Yeah. Your circadian rhythm. Yeah.
So if people don't know, where can they check it out?
So we're on just at Roundtable Recording on pretty much all the socials, Instagram, Facebook, and it's thertrc.com. But we,
RTRC.
yeah,
RTRC, go there because you can see the pictures. Like, I've not been to the actual space, but
you haven't.
The website is like, the rooms look really fun.
Yeah. I mean, just last little plug on Roundtable is like, we have four pillars of our business: recording, education, production, and music licensing. And so, recording obviously is a big part. We do local, regional, and national, anything with a microphone. We do podcasts, we do audiobooks. Like I said, every genre.
If you need somebody to read an audiobook, I swear I'll do it for free.
No, I noticed both of you have.
No, it's more me, but.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely have the face for
Holmes
it.
Grocery, though not a model of neatness, was a pillar of supply.
No, that's great.
So just let me know when.
Yeah, and
but let me ask you this, mate.
Oh my God,
are you doing the Cockney?
Can you do accents?
I do them all.
Or you just sound like an old man?
I do the Wales. I do.
Do you mean Welsh? How dare you? First of all, producer,
well, I am in middle.
Don't be jealous.
This is where the magic happens.
He's putting the crickets on you. But yeah, we'd love to record your record, your podcast. I'm about to finish this audiobook that's literally a movie, but in just audio, movie without the picture.
Yeah, with the sounds.
I mean, doing tons of sound design. I think it's
fun.
5.5 hours long.
Oh wow!
It's like a horror kind of thing based in Las Vegas, but it's everybody dies in all the stories, and there's a lot of blood and guts that I'm doing, and
very macabre.
Yeah,
noir.
Yeah. So just a lot of fun stuff like that, man. Yeah.
Well, not only do you do Roundtable recording, but you also...
I'm also a nerd.
You're also a nerd.
Yes.
You do sports cards. You got a big sports card show coming up.
We do.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, let me grab... Sorry, I do want to call out my attire here real fast before we switch out of music and go into the sports cards. Okay. But I'm rocking a Robin Raps. What's he calling this, Chris? A jersey? Is he calling this jersey?
It's a streetwear garment.
Streetwear garment.
Yeah, streetwear garment.
I brought it home. My wife's like, "What is that?" But I said, I'm gonna rock it because Grayson, it's Robin Raps. We've been doing records together for, 8+ years. He's actually just getting ready to move to LA to continue pursuing his career.
Love it.
But today, the vinyl drops. Shout out from
Wednesday?
Front Porch.
Today, Wednesday?
Front Porch Records.
Hey-o.
Let's go, baby. Without Chris, and Front Porch, that wouldn't have been possible. And so the vinyl, comes out today. Tonight, is the release party at Square Cat Vinyl. So I'm very proud of this record. We've been working on for 2 years. I produced a lot of traditionally produced a lot of the record, and then actually made the beat on
nice.
on one of the songs. But yeah, great record. But let's now with my
I have a theory on this garment.
Yeah.
I suspect that whoever made it just took like the design of the Snuggie and used different material. That's my theory.
I think they ran out of elastic for the sleeves. They're like, oh, somebody forgot the elastic.
Oh, we
just
mismeasured
sew
it.
Were you wondering what I was wearing when I walked in?
No, I didn't even notice it till you pointed
Yeah, I
it
didn't
out.
really either.
It looks comfortable.
Yeah.
No, it is.
Cozy.
It's
It looks comfy.
It's just the sleeves.
Snuggy.
I mean, it's just there's a lot of extra material.
It's almost like a baseball 3/4 sleeve shirt.
Well, that's kind of. I think he wanted it to be like a jersey, so it makes sense. It's baggy, but anyway, so yes, April 24th and 25th, we have what's called Miller Cardfest, and I brought some VIP passes that you can either that you guys can either have or you give away to your listeners. I don't know how you want to do that, but this is a 400 table show.
Oh, where's that?
It's going to be at Finch Creek Fieldhouse, which is now Precision Fieldhouse off of Bowdoin. It's we're in the 50,000 square foot turf area.
Okay.
So there's, collectors, card collectors, memorabilia, Pokemon, TCG, sports cards,
Garbage Pail Kids?
probably maybe a little Garbage Pail Kids. Yeah.
Okay.
But collectors from all over the country coming. We have, we have over 25 sponsors, and these are vendors from all over the country. I think we have some vendors even coming from out of the country. I think we have some people from Canada coming, but it's I've been doing sports card shows.
You've been doing a bunch at the Moose for a long time.
At the Moose for a couple years.
We love.
Yeah. The Moose is a great spot, and
but this is big. This is
big. Yeah, we've been building to this point. This is like a natural progression for us. We've been doing the Moose shows, I think, for like 2.5, maybe 3 years. And that's just a 55 table show, but it's packed now. Every month we do that. And then we did last year and the year before, we did a thing called Cards and Kicks, and we did it at the basically the Noblesville High School. There's
a community center.
There's a community center there. And we packed that out. And so this was our progression to go into like the big regional shows. And so, so collectors from all over the country attend this. We have, general admission and VIP. The VIP is basically for the collectors that want to, basically come in and buy early. So they come in an hour early before everybody else, both days. It's a 2-day event. The general admission is just $10. The VIP is a $25, and you get the badge for both days. But kids 12 and under are free, and we're doing a lot of cool things for the kids. Not all of it is out yet, but we got some really cool guests that are coming both days that the kids will love. We're also giving away over 1,500 packs to kids.
Wow.
So it's an event that I feel like
great.
If you're if you're into the hobby at all, or just like sports or collecting, or even, obviously into the gaming and Pokemon world, there's going to be everything, there in that world. And,
I am a Magic the Gathering nerd, so I might have to use one of those VIP.
I'm a baseball nerd, so if there's baseball cards, I would enjoy.
There's going to be tons of baseball. So, I want to give you guys each a VIP.
Fantastic.
So, Jason Manship of Moonshot is one of our title sponsors, so he's on this badge. But another really cool thing, again, we're nerding out big time. But let's say that like this Garbage Pail Kids track and Travis that Chris got me, which is awesome.
I've got Jousting Josh.
Taylor Tubby.
I love it.
I couldn't find
Closest
Tyler.
thing to Tyler.
Yeah. You should have took a Sharpie on that, Chris. But the really cool thing about we have a digital title sponsor named Hobby Scan, and they are it's an app that scans the cards, right? But unlike the other apps, it has a rapid feature. So if I took all these cards and I just set them on the table and I just scan, as I'm talking, all of it's going to populate, and it's going to tell me the value. It'll tell me raw value. It'll tell me the graded value. It'll take me right to eBay sold listings. So then, like, I could comp my cards
That's awesome.
right off the bat, right? But they are giving away. We're going to have. We haven't decided exactly, but it's going to be like either the first 50 or first 100 people through the door is going to get a pro account for Hobby Scan for life.
Oh, fun.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
For
They
life.
also are giving away for everybody that downloads the app. And if you are into cards, this is huge. They're giving away a whole case of Optic football. And I know, you guys probably
Crickets.
don't know what that is. Hit the crickets. But the case of Optic football is it's 20 boxes, and you can hit huge cards in there that are worth thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
So for somebody, they're really going to love that.
Yeah.
That prize. So
That's great.
That sounds fun. I'm definitely bringing my 4-year-old. He's getting into
he's-
baseball cards huge now. So we will be there.
give you
Nice.
that.
Thanks, Travis.
And we'll
you
put put details up on the screen as well.
Yes. And I also have some stickers for you.
Heck yeah.
Speaking of packs, we should probably do a pack battle.
Let's do it. I brought some too. I know.
Okay.
I brought some packs.
Okay.
All right, we're going a little bit long. We'll just do one on air.
My first pack battle, so I don't know the rules.
Be gentle with producer Chris. This is his first time. I also don't know the rules. I've done pack battles with Magic cards, but I've never done Panini. Oh, this is Optic. You're just talking about this.
Now, but what?
Oh, wait a minute. This is Panini, and then it also says Donruss.
Yeah, you are.
What's happening?
You're a newbie.
You're embarrassing yourself.
Optic. Now, hold on. Now, I didn't want to. I didn't want to go over what Chris was doing because if he had something that he wanted us to open first, are you good?
I do have baseball's greatest gross outs that I picked up at the Noblesville and
Let's grab that one too. Does everybody have one? Did you get more than one?
I have 2.
You have 2.
Okay.
There's gum in there.
Okay.
If you want to open it, you have to eat the gum, though.
I love this. I think we should eat the gum. We did this once at Sid's with like a
A stranger.
pack of 80s cards, and the gum like dissolved.
Yeah.
It's so gross.
All right. Which one are we doing first? And then I got to explain a pack battle how it works.
Okay, you guys do the gross out one. I don't even know how this
Okay,
works.
so for the gross out, this one's going to be hard. Let's pick whoever has the hopefully they have numbers on the back. Whoever has the closest number to 23 basically wins the entire.
Whoever loses has to eat the gum.
Yeah.
I love that.
2 sticks.
Now I don't know if they have numbers.
They
Let's
do.
find out. Oh God.
Ooh, look.
Ooh, look at that gum.
Oh, no. Oh,
Dude.
oh, that looks gross. No, we're not eating that.
No, that
looks
kind of
like-
look. It looks like Track and Travis. Look,
This gum's as old as the dinosaur skull.
you said you were going to eat that.
I changed my mind.
Okay.
There were more packs.
That
at
looks
the,
like bacon.
It does.
Okay.
Gross. There's residue on the card from it.
Oh yeah.
But this is baseball's greatest gross out. So could that be part of the design of the gum?
I'm not.
I'm looking at it pretty close. I don't
Tiptoe
think
or
so.
Tim. All right, so we're just looking at the numbers back
Yeah.
here. We got
We got
11,
13,
So these
42,
baseball cards are like
65.
garbage pill equivalent.
78, 31's my
Oh,
closest.
That's
All
disgusting.
right. Well, did I say closest to 23?
Closest to 23. Without going over,
23.
boom.
Yeah.
I think you win.
Ugh.
Karate Ken.
Friday King.
There we go.
Oh my gosh, bro. It tastes like a turd or what?
No flavor.
Oh, yeah. It's not surprising.
Ugh.
All right, so what do we want? What do we want?
I don't know. How do you do this? I've never done a pack battle.
So again, it's like you pick a parameter.
Okay.
It could be whoever has the most valued card in here wins all the cards.
Uh-huh.
So, but then
But I wouldn't know. We'd have to figure that out.
I would.
Oh, you would?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
All right.
Okay. Producer Chris, you got one?
I do.
Oh, listen to that sound. That's nice.
This is like,
ASMR.
Listen,
Wow.
I don't want to shock anybody, but I did just pull a John Collins.
We've got Dennis
Is that a
Schroeder.
basketball player or like some sort? I just
Like
John
a cocktail.
Collins.
you just John
I'll
Collins.
have your John Collins. Please.
What do you got? Let me see what you
Okay,
got.
I've got, there's only 4 cards in this. Look
Yep.
at that. John Collins,
It's a bit, but,
Bobby Clintman,
okay.
rookie, rated rookie.
Yeah.
Zach Eady, hey,
There you
Purdue
go.
guy.
Yep.
That's cool.
And Paul George,
Okay.
former
Nice.
pacer, Paul George.
I got you beat. Let's go here. Let's
I've
see.
got the Jalen Suggs,
Okay.
Cam Christie,
Nice.
DeAndre Ayton,
Ayton, go flip it over on the back. See if it's numbered. Nope. Okay.
and Tumani Kamara.
Okay.
Mine's numbered. Mine is number 10. Does that mean anything to you?
That's the card number, not a serial number.
Dumb.
There will be a serial number on it. Chris, what do you got?
I have Dennis Schroeder,
Schroeder. Okay.
Alexandre Sarr,
Yep.
Keldon Johnson, and Corey Kispert.
Okay, hold them up. Let me just see what you got there. Okay, so that's a purple hollow. Okay.
You got a hollow over there, Chris.
All right, so
Hollow.
it's only fitting that I beat you guys. Dyson Daniels, nothing. That's a base. I'll hold my hit here. Kellen Ware, rated rookie, but nothing. A Curry base, not bad.
Okay. Breaking
best
news.
one though, Anthony Edwards, My House, hollow. So I would guess maybe a $15 card.
Nice.
Yeah.
These are beautiful cards.
Yeah, these are.
They came a long way from
sure
from Karate Kin.
I got a pack of 86 Dunruss over here that I was hoping would.
Let's go, Don Russ, baby.
There you go, Anthony Edwards.
Yep.
From the Timberwolves.
I also brought a pack of Terminator 2 Judgment Day cards.
Let's open them. I mean,
Hard pass.
It's going to be my secret weapon.
So you get these old ones. They give you the puzzle pieces.
I don't remember.
So this right here, ladies and gentlemen, is called the junk wax era, right? So the reason why they call it that is they just overproduce the crap out of it, right? So most everything in here is worth nothing,
right?
But
we got some error cards, maybe?
The nostalgia, you can get some error cards, and the nostalgia value is still has
people like to open them.
Yes. Yeah. So another thing that I kind of side thing I have is I have 5 sports card and Pokemon vending machines.
Cool.
And so I have them at.
Do you have one at?
Yes.
Wingstop?
No.
Wingstop. There's a Pokemon.
Oh, you're talking about the Pokemon ones, yeah.
Yeah, that Wingstop.
Yeah. No. So the Pokemon ones I've seen pop up like at Kroger and stuff like that. Those are from like Pokemon Center. I'm sure Jason could tell us exactly what they're from. But so mine are at the athletic facilities, the youth athletics facilities. So I have Grand Park at Pacers Athletic Center. I have it at Finch Creek Precision Fieldhouse. And then I also have it in Lebanon, the Farmers Bake Fieldhouse. And then my 2 new ones are at Round Tripper in Westfield, and then ProNet and in Fishers.
Nice.
And so what I was getting at is that the dads, our age, like the nostalgia. So like I'll have some like 80s and 90s Don Russ, and I'll do like a 3-pack for $10, and they'll buy them just to rip with their kids. Right.
That's what I do with my kid.
Yeah. So like, I was trying to see if I got anybody I knew here. Will Clark,
a
rated rookie, Mo Vaughn. So the rated rookie, right? So this, we were talking about this is Don Russ.
Mm-hmm.
So see that, this is 88 and this.
Oh, it's the same little logo. Yeah.
So the rated rookie is kind of carried on.
That's good.
Which is cool. But yeah, so these are fun wax thing, but you're going to see at the show, you'll see so much, there's going to be just people buying, and the amount that people drop on this stuff is insane.
I was telling somebody, I went to Indie Card Exchange. This is right around, right after the pandemic. So, cards had a big resurgence during the pandemic.
Crazy.
And so I was at Indie Card Exchange. It was like a Thursday, 2:00 in the afternoon. And they have kind of a bar set up.
The Jordan bar. Yeah.
And there were guys buying boxes.
Hobby boxes. Yeah.
Yeah. 200, 300 a pop. And just burning through them and trying to hit whatever.
Yeah, that's
and they say, bring me another one. It was
and that's a
$600. I saw a guy spend $600 while I was there.
Oh, that's
wife's furious.
That's not.
I mean, he stayed there. I left, and I'm assuming he spent even more.
It's we call that being a true degenerate, and that's how I became friends with Andy that owns Indie Card Exchange. Is and now we're good friends, and we partner in the vending machines, but I spent a lot of money there, and I was just going and like $600 for a box is, that's for a hobby box, that's what they go, and they're even more, you know. So, and it's funny because a lot of times if I do buy anything now, I'll be like, hey, you guys want to see a magic trick? Watch me turn $600 into $30 real quick. You know what I mean? Because I'm hoping, obviously we're hoping that we're getting a hit, but
it's gambling. Right?
It is. If you don't get it, but that's the thing about the hobby is that, for the people that are really, really in the community, what we're doing this for is a lot like I do with music. It's it's bringing people together. It's relationships. It's that kind of it's that nostalgia that you get. And we did this as kids, and so now with my kids are in it. My kids get tables at our Noblesville show, and so they've they've, they learn how to buy and sell, and my kids are little hustlers. They'll go around and do all kinds,
Yeah.
And I've had tons of the vendors come up to me and be like, man, your boys.
Busted my balls.
Yeah. So it's those things. And, it's not for the money. It's for the community. And, and this gum is, whew.
I know. We got to get this out of here. I feel like it's like airborne diseases coming out of this gum.
Put it in
The
here.
skull is actually safer
I
than
don't
the
want
gum.
to. I don't want to devalue my skull with this gum.
I used to go to this card shop in Vincennes, Indiana, for my Southern Indiana folks, called The Gooch.
The gooch.
The Gooch, and we used to get packs like this.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Well, keep it with the sports theme. We got to do a quick Hamco Live Top 5. Chris, hit me with the music.
Hamco Live Top 5. Hamco Live Top 5. Hamco Live Top 5. Hamco Live Top 5.
All right, Hamco Live Top 5. We got to come up with the top 5 best walkout songs. So, like, if a pitcher is taking the mound, what's he going to walk out to? If you're a fighter and you're coming to the ring, what are you going to walk out to? We each get 2, and then we can narrow it down to the top 5. Make sense?
Oh, yeah.
Parameters good?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Tyler, what do you got?
Killing in the Name, Rage Against the Machine.
Okay, why?
Well, I'm going to try to keep this quick because we're over time, probably, as always. I look this. You could look at this in a few ways. You could go for like pure aggression. What elicits testosterone? Okay, and that's what Killing in the Name falls under. You can also look at crowd response. What gets the crowd going, so you can feed off that. Okay.
Yeah.
Then there's also a third one that just is kind of swagger and vibe, like what sets a tone, builds the tension for the moment that's about to happen. Okay.
Okay.
So I went with Killing in the Name under the category pure aggression.
Oozing
Yeah.
aggression.
It is.
Okay. Travis, what you got?
I kind of took a different approach. I'm a huge wrestling fan, and was and have been kind of my whole life.
Same, brother.
And so when I thought of walkout songs, I just, obviously it's like, when the wrestlers come out, right? And so it's hard to narrow it down to 2. But I'll go old school first. I would say I'm a Real American by Hulk Hogan.
Performed by Rick
Lee
Derringer?
Greenwood.
Did you say Rick Derringer?
Something like that, yeah.
I think it's Rick Derringer.
Yeah. But
Okay.
the thing about that song, and again, I think there's probably every time that song comes on, it makes me, I feel some type of way. And it's like, I didn't write down all the, the pen and paper of pure
Don't look at
aggression.
my answers.
But yeah, just I think it feels a type of way. It would pump you up going to whatever you're going to. If it is a sporting thing, I've seen it used in obviously tons of sports. But it's also connects the crowd.
Yeah.
There's a lot of crowd participation, and I'm a Real American. And yeah, I think it's obviously there's a lot of pride in that song as well. So love or hate Hulk Hogan, he was kind of
I think
built wrestling.
what's interesting
to what
too
it
is like
today.
I think the walkout song probably really comes from wrestling. Like I don't know that
Yeah.
anybody was using a walkout song.
No, for sure.
Prior to.
Good point.
And a little trivia here for you, Travis. Who, at least they claim, was the first wrestlers to have a walkout song? Do you know the answer?
The first wrestlers?
Mhm.
Are we talking about like territories then? Are we talking
Yeah,
about?
this would go back to the territory days. Yeah.
I would say that probably like Billy Graham, superstar Billy Graham, and
The Pastor? What was this song?
Yeah, he came out to Amazing Grace. No. So, take it for what it's worth, but Michael P.S. Hayes of the Fabulous Freebirds
Yeah, no,
claims to be the
you know
first
what?
person to use music to walk out to.
that tracks. He's still around too, and he's still in the creative. In,
Yeah,
in
he's a
WWE.
producer. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, my walkout song. I went with Metallica's Enter Sandman. And if you've ever seen the video, I think it's either West Virginia or Virginia Tech. The football team uses Enter Sandman right before the Team Takes the Field,
Yep.
and you just see a stadium full of
Freaking amazing.
kids like jumping up and down to this song, and it just something about that song. Like I think it's more the crowd reaction thing. Like gives me energy and like.
Oh yeah.
And then I've seen Sandman. Speaking of wrestling, from ECW
Yep.
when he made his return, that
100%.
that song kicked
Oh,
on.
yeah.
The place goes wild and
For sure.
jumps in.
See, Enter Sandman has a different memory association for me. That was the speed skate at the Roll Arena. Chris, you've been there.
I have.
And all I remember is
Trying to
Is-
get off the court.
Elgin McGuire. I don't know if you heard his name in the speed skating world, but he was the fastest speed skater in my school. He had a Hornets jersey, white Riddell skates with rink rat wheels. He couldn't be beat.
He couldn't be beat.
Elgin the Bullet
McGuire. Yeah.
Wow.
Flat top. Kid was built for speed.
Yeah.
Not for comfort.
Very aerodynamic.
Wow.
Producer Chris, what's your walkout song?
I chose Regulate by Warren G and Nate Dogg.
Okay, a little bit slower paced.
But I feel like the intro and then when they yell regulators and then what comes in,
Mm-hmm.
I think it works.
It was a cool dark night. Okay.
All right.
Number 2.
Mine, I'm going for the crowd response. Something that everybody knows and gets into and has some energy to it. Back in Black, AC/DC.
Sure.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. Travis?
I'm gonna do another wrestling one, but this wasn't exactly, like a made for a wrestler, but Man in the Box.
That was my honorable mention.
Yeah.
thought you did it.
Man in
Yeah.
the Box was Alice in Chains, right?
Yeah, that's
And
that was,
Who came out to that?
Tommy Dreamer in ECW.
Okay.
Because ECW back in those days in the early 90s, they didn't really give a shit about the licenses, and they came out to mainstream music, and like that song was amazing. And then New Jack came out to New Jack was one of the wrestlers that would come out with the shopping cart full of hardcore items weapons and he came out
Staple
to
gun and
Staple Gun.
whatnot,
He
yeah.
came out to Natural Born Killers. I would Man in the Box was one of those that would really
Yeah.
kind of get
it would get me pumped.
for sure.
Yeah,
for
you
sure.
put that in the chat. I was like, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
All right, my second one, when I think about this song, like I could put headphones on and start listening to this song, and either I used to run on the treadmill to this song, but like something about this makes me like ready. I don't know, just ready.
Ball
That's
with the ball, the bam, ba dam, diggy, 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 said the boogie.
Set up, jump the boogie. Now, that's not my song.
Okay.
But I will say, so I used to do kickboxing and jiu-jitsu
Here we go.
when I was in Evansville, and I'd drive from campus up to the school, and I would listen to Ba with the Ba.
I knew that about you.
And
I knew
Evil
that about you.
Empire, Rage Against the Machine. But my song is "Lose Yourself," Eminem. Bum bum
Yep.
bum 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 bum.
See,
bum,
I put that under swagger vibe.
na-na-na-na-na. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that gets me psyched.
100%.
I'm about to change what you call rage. Tear this. Anyways, producer Chris.
I went with Mama Said Knock You Out. by LL Cool J.
Classic.
Good one.
That's a great one too.
Yeah, I like that. What gets you hype about that?
Violence against mothers.
There you go.
No,
Sicko.
mothers promoting violence.
Oh, mothers. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to hit your mom. They told you to hit them.
Yeah.
Violence on behalf of one's mother.
Yes.
A lot of people don't know this about producer Chris, but you used to do a fair bit of skydiving. Did you have a skydiving song that you used to
Free
live?
falling.
Oh my God.
That one's a little overused. I had ones that I liked. Nobody else seemed to like them, but I would play them in
That
the
tracks.
Yeah.
hangar over the loudspeakers. There was a song by the Hip Abduction that I really liked a lot.
The hip abduction, like
yeah.
the exercise? Doing a hip abduction?
Hip reduction.
The Hip Abduction are like a reggae band from South Florida that I like a lot, and they had a song that I used to listen to, like I said, in the hangar prior to going out.
All right, put that on what we've decided to do for the listeners that have managed to stick around this far.
Yeah, right.
Is put a Spotify playlist together of our top 5 each week. So we'll put that up, and you can go check out if you just search is the word I was looking for.
Swerve.
If you search Spotify for Hamco Live, you'll find I think you'll find us. Probably find that
I hope
playlist.
so.
Throw a hip abduction. Abduction. I think that's when you
move
put your
things.
legs out. There's adduction and abduction. I forget which way is which, but
Let's move on.
yeah. All right. We've got our 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's get it down to 5. I open the floor to conversation. Any challenges?
These
gotta
are
be
all
honest.
solid.
They're all great, but if I had to do top 5,
Yeah.
I don't think Back in Black is going to make it for me. Love the song,
Yeah.
but I need something a little more up tempo, I think, to get me out.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I'm fine with you being wrong.
And I almost put Thunderstruck. I think Thunderstruck is a
I
better
agree.
Could
with
be.
that, Yeah.
Oh yeah.
thunder. You get the whole crowd
Yeah.
doing that.
You got
know?
that guitar, like
Yeah.
the arpeggiation. Yeah. I agree with that.
But I'm going to say no on Back in Black. Get it out of here.
Fine.
I hate
It's
it.
gone.
I agree with that.
Okay.
I agree with
What
that.
else are we getting rid of?
I'd get rid of Regulate, which I love, but I just feel like it puts me in a certain mood, but it's not the mood to necessarily go like achieve a
Yeah. I can't.
an anthemic kind of vibe.
Yeah.
I can't separate that song from driving around in my buddy's
Right.
Blazer.
Yeah, that just makes me
Like,
feel like I'm
taking
cruising
laps
around,
around
the mall.
town. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Regulate's gone.
Okay. Regulate. Out. Sorry, Chris.
That's okay.
That's 2. What are we down to? 2, 4, 6.
Got Real
8.
American, Inner
We
Sandman,
need to get rid of one more.
Man in the Box, Killing in the Name,
Ooh.
Lose Yourself, Mama Said Knock You Out.
Sorry, Chris. Get rid of Mama Said Knock You Out.
What?
I like Mama Said Knock You Out. I could get down to that. I like that it makes me feel like it's okay to be violent because Mom said it's okay.
True.
So I'm kind of in on that.
If you guys want to get rid of Real American,
I don't know if I was going to say I'm not sure Real American.
Doesn't do it for me.
It's got some nostalgia.
Nostalgia, but I don't know if
To
it
it?
pumps me.
It does.
I mean, you don't go around doing this. Bam, 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 bam.
I start ripping my shirt off.
Yeah. When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside.
Nope. Now, with
Okay.
that, it's gone.
It's gone.
All right.
So we got Killing in the Name, Inner Sandman,
Yep,
Man in
yep,
the Box, Lose
yep.
Yourself, and Mama Said Knock You Out.
I would walk out to the ring to any of those songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
I think we
Good
concur.
work, boys.
Hey, we had Metallica and Hulk Hogan's song in the top 5. Interesting bit of trivia. In between Jason Newsted, a bass player of Metallica, and the new guy, Robert something, Metallica was searching for a new bass player. Robert, obviously. took it,
Trujillo.
but- yeah, Trujillo, yeah. They did you could submit a video or a tape or whatever. Hulk Hogan submitted himself
way.
playing because he was a bass player before he was
I didn't know that.
yeah,
That's
he was
cool.
all over Tampa. He was in a cover band or whatever,
Yeah, Tampa. Yep.
but he played bass.
That's interesting.
yeah, isn't that neat?
Slap
Pretty
at the
funny.
base.
I'd like to see that tape.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah, I would too. Okay, hey, we're going to take a quick break, look at the calendar. We'll come back with some trivia and wrap things up. So we'll be right back. Let's go to hamcolive.com, check out the calendar. Hey, everybody, taking a quick look at the hamcolive.com calendar. Of course, we're just going to give you a little snippet of what's available this weekend. Go to hamcolive.com to check out the full calendar. While you're there, make sure you sign up for the newsletter. It's the easiest way to find out what's happening music-wise around Hamilton County. But let's look at Thursday. That's tonight as you're watching this. We've got Tyler Mechem. By God, he's a global icon and national treasure, and he's playing at Songbird Social House tonight down there on 146th Street, sort of Carmel, sort of Noblesville. Who knows? That's sort of the dead man's land. We've got Jay Baker. He's playing over at Sid's from 8 to 11. Of course, he always brings a big crowd with him, so go check out Sid's if you're up in downtown Noblesville. Let's look at Friday night. We've got Enigma Fig. I just like that name, Enigma Fig. Something about that. They're playing at the Local, and that is in Was that Carmel, Westfield? It's right there on 146th Street. Great food, great place. Enigma Fig. If you're in Noblesville, go check out Alexander Camp. He's playing over there at the Courthouse Club. And if you want to stay up late, you can go check out Stella Luna at Britain Tavern. I think they kick things off over there at 10 p.m. There is a $5 cover, but that's nothing. Let's look at Saturday. Marielle Sellers playing at Peacewater Carmel. I believe she was on American Idol or The Voice, one of those two. But she's playing at Peacewater there in Carmel. 7 p.m. if you're in Fishers, go check out Steve Honeycutt, the singing firefighter. He's over there at Voodoo Brewing in Fishers. And I don't think he goes by the singing firefighter. So sorry, Steve. If you're in Westfield, you can go check out the Flannel Tones. They're at Four Finger Distillery. You heard me talk about that earlier in the show. They play a lot of great 90s tunes and always do a great job. Spencer Johns is at Spencer Farm Winery in Noblesville. I don't think those two are related, Spencer Johns and Spencer Farm Winery. They're spelled differently. But she's a powerhouse vocalist, man. She is a young girl and just unbelievable voice for how young she is. So go check her out if you're in Noblesville and looking for something to do. For the full calendar, go check out hamcolive.com, and let's get back to the show. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Again, check out hamcolive.com for the full calendar. Make sure you check out that newsletter and get signed up for it, and also subscribe to us on YouTube if you haven't done that, and check us out on the socials. We've got some trivia. Gentlemen, are you ready?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Travis,
Yeah.
you don't have this in front of you.
It's okay.
Here's how this works. We start off as kind of Jeopardy style, so you can wager points based on the category, your perceived knowledge in that category. Anywhere from 1 to 30, but once you use a number, you can't use it again. So last week, someone used 5 for the guest. So you have everything but 5 available to you. Okay. Let me pull up my email.
Who provided us with the trivia question?
Yes, today's trivia comes from our good buddy Joe Rudy over at Rudy's Recycle Shop off of State Road 19 in Cicero, Indiana. Go there for all your cycling needs. You need a new bicycle. He has great used options. He's a wonderful bicycle mechanic. If you have something that needs repaired, or we're getting into some warmer weather, it's time to get that bike tuned up. So go see Joe Rudy at Rudy's Recycle Shop in Cicero, Indiana. All right, Joe. Category, late 90s music trivia. Late 90s music trivia. So make a wager based on that. Write it down. Oh, here you go, Travis. Piece of paper.
Mm-hmm. I can borrow his pen.
I'm just going to put a number down here. Boom. I didn't put no thought into that.
And the wager, they get harder the higher the number you pick, or no?
No, it's basically you're just, if you think of it in Jeopardy points or dollar amounts, like your
Final Jeopardy.
Yeah, Final Jeopardy.
Okay.
Everybody have their wager locked in.
Yep.
All right, here's the question. Our category again, late 90s. In 1997, this band's hit titled Song 2 was released from its fifth self-titled album. A few years later, the band's lead singer helped create a virtual band that became much more popular, giving us the song Feel Good Inc. Let me read that again. In 1997, this band's hit titled Song 2 was released from its fifth self-titled album. A few years later, the band's lead singer helped create a virtual band that became much more popular, giving us the song Feel Good Inc. So I think we're looking for the band from 97 with Song 2.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I know that one.
Yeah. I'm seeing a trend with Joe's questions.
Should have bet more. What's the trend?
I'll say it afterward.
Okay.
For some reason, I'm drawing a blank on this.
You are?
one. Yeah.
This song, I'll say it. It reminds me of FIFA. I think it was on FIFA, one of the FIFA games. If you're a FIFA player. I was not, but my friends were.
I hate this because I'm a music guy and I think I might get it wrong, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. Listen,
It's very
you can't know everything.
Yeah.
All right, let's go around the horn. Christopher, do you have a guess on this? First of all, what was your wager? No, actually, give me your answer first, then we'll come back for wagers. Give me your answer.
I mean, the band was the Gorillaz, but I think this is asking about the band that preceded the Gorillaz, right?
Correct.
And it would have been Damon Albarn's band.
Yeah, that's not it.
That's not it.
Is that the guy, that lead singer's name?
I think so.
Okay. It is, well, I can't say. I haven't looked at the answer yet, but I don't feel like that's correct.
Well, I did bet it all.
No. Oh, 30. Well, we'll come back to it. Tyler, what do you got?
Blur.
Blur. Okay. Travis?
Blur.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. It came to you.
I mean, that was what came to me right away. But then I was second guessing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You haven't written Blur down in 20 years.
I wasn't even sure that's how to spell it. But
Well, I also went with Blur. So we've all had Blur, and we have Damon
Albarn
Band. What if it is Damon Albarn Band? All right, I'm going to go to the answer. Trivia question. The correct answer is Blur. But he gave me some extra information. He said fodder, use it or not, no biggie. Damon Albarn, the front man of Blur, Song 2, was meant as a joke towards grunge. Damon joined up with an illustrator named Jamie Hewlett to create Gorillaz. That's the virtual band. Because they were just pissed at the industry for being so manufactured. So Song 2, Blur.
Yeah.
But we got a little Damon Albarn. I don't know. All right, so it comes down to the wager then. I bet 8. What did you wager?
10.
10?
23.
23. The guest wins with 20. Oh, 23. We did that earlier. With our pack battle. Okay.
I'm still at 0.
Michael Jordan.
Ah.
Yeah.
The Jordan.
I mean, I think Chris should get maybe half of his points for having the singer.
Let's go to the judges. Judges?
No.
Just saying no.
No partial credit?
No.
No. Well, that's Blur. Fun fact about that song. I took a student band to Brazil, and we did that song. And I was the lead singer. I was the Damon Albarn of that particular
Of course you were.
outfit. Hey, that's the show. What are you listening to? Tyler, what are you listening to right now?
Oh man. Pass. Let me see.
Travis, what are you listening to?
Robin Raps.
Robin Raps, whose vinyl drops Wednesday, which is today.
Yes.
Yesterday, as you're watching this at home. Christopher, what are you listening to?
I listened to D'Angelo and the Vanguard's Black Messiah yesterday, and I was also listening to a bunch of Primus because I really wanted to find a Primus walkout song, and I failed. Not fun.
All right, I got mine. It's The Visitor by Sienna Spiro.
Okay.
Beautiful song. Beautiful song.
I have been listening to the radio, actually, so 92.3
I have to. a little bit.
WTTS, because my phone wasn't connecting in my car, so I didn't stop to figure it out. But I'm just going to say radio,
Yeah.
which is kind of like refreshing when you haven't listened to radio for a year.
Not having to pick what you want to listen to.
Yeah.
Like, just feed it to me again.
I'm tired of thinking.
Yeah.
Talk to me, WTTS. Play some Fleetwood Mac. See if I care. All right. Hey, that's the show. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for Travis for stopping by.
thanks for
Go
having
check out the Roundtable Recording Company on all the socials and rtrc.com.
The RTRC.
The rtrc.com. Check out the photos. Man, it's a beautiful facility. If you are a musician and are looking at recording a project, talk to Travis. I'm sure there's some forms or emails or ways to contact you on there. If you haven't subscribed to us on YouTube, we really need to build that subscriber base up. So if you could help us out. And remember, once we get to 1,000 subscribers, we are going to reveal producer Chris's face.
Oh.
You'll see him on video for the first time ever.
Yeah. It's like Banksy. Like,
It is.
you're going to find it. I know. They found out.
They found out who Banksy was. Yeah. He's our little Banksy, producer Chris. And by God, we're going to reveal him if we get 1,000 subscribers. Hey, thanks for joining us. We'll see you at the next show. Over and out.